everyone, my name is Chloe, and today I am here to do my August in and out. So if you have not seen one of these videos, this is a video in which I show you all of the books I'm hauling for the month and all of the ones I am unhauling. So the goal is always to have more on the unhaul pile than the haul pile because I am really trying to take down my physical TBR, and I have been failing like every single month. So I don't know why I even have that set as a goal. But this month has been good because I read 12 books off of my shelf, and of the 9 that I'm hauling, I have read 1, 2, 3, 4 already. So that is really good. Let's just get into the books. So the first one I am hauling is Annie Rain's Sunshine at on Silver Lake. And this one I won from a giveaway from Tia and All the Books. And she is just wonderful. She's so sweet, and I was so excited to get this. And I think this is a second chance romance with like a high school sweetheart and who's now a park ranger. And it just sounds so good. I cannot wait to read this. Then, Not Like the Movies by Carrie Winfrey. I have already read this and loved it. This one is about the friend of the girl from the first one and the coffee shop owner, Chloe and Nick. Annie was from the first book, Chloe and Nick. And so this series, I just love it. And if you did not like Waiting for Tom Hanks, I would say give this one a try. It is, a lot lighter in the like references. There's no movie references. This one has some song references, some food references. So there is some still like pop culture stuff thrown in, but it is, I just love this book, and maybe even more than the first. I love it. But this series is so weird because my name is Chloe, my brother-in-law is Nick, my daughter is Annie, and like all of our names are in this series. And so like reading about it just is kind of funny. But I really loved this book. The next 4 are 4 books in Lindsay Kelk's I Heart series. So if you did not know, I have been reading through these, and it's an 8-book series. I had 4 on my shelf, so I got the other 4, which is, these are not in order. I Heart Hawaii, I think this actually might be number 8. I Heart Christmas, which I think is like number 6. Can't wait to get to this one. I Heart London, which is the one I'm on, which I think is number 5. And then I Heart Vegas, which I have already read, and this is number 4, I think. So I just love these covers, and if you've been like following my vlogs and stuff, I think it's like a 3-star series. It's not my favorite series, but I had 4, and I couldn't get, our library doesn't have a copy of I Heart London, so that was weird. They've got like all the others, but not that one. And so I just figured I would have the whole series on my shelf because I really like the covers, and that way I can share them if people want to, and I may reread them at some point. I don't know. My collecting problem is a problem, but those 4, and I'm going to read through the rest of them soon so I can finish that series. Then I got This Girl by Colleen Hoover. So I took all of last month's books to a little free library, which is really what I've been doing like forever, and it's really because I'm just lazy. Like I would really like to like post these to sell somewhere or send them to you guys, but I'm just lazy. So even take them to our used bookstore. I should do some of that, but I've been taking them to the little free library. And I also think during this COVID time with libraries and things being closed, I just hope that those little free libraries are staying full, and every time I've gone they have been, so that's good. But long story to say, I picked this one up when I went and did that. And I just love Colleen Hoover. This is the 3rd in her Slammed series. I have not read any of it, and I think it maybe is YA. I don't know, but I love Colleen Hoover, and so I would love to have all of her books. This one is a little bit water damaged, but I don't care. I love books that have clearly been well loved, and my mom is the queen of water damage because she reads so much in the pool. Like she will get on a floaty and just read, and so like most of her books are this way, and so it's just kind of like nostalgic and makes me think of my mom, and it just is. Somebody obviously loved this or read it, maybe didn't love it, but somebody obviously spent some time with this. And then the last 2 are The Wedding Date and The Proposal. And I will link up in the cards and down below. I did a vlog where I read the first 4 in this series. And I think The Wedding Date is my favorite, but I really liked the whole series. And so I am very excited to have these on my shelf. I only have those first 2. I don't have 3, 4, and 5, but I'm hoping to get them at some point if I can find them for, cheap, because I'm cheap. So those are the 9 that I'm hauling. Now let's get to the 6 that I am unhauling. So I have an unhaul problem. I don't like to do it, and I definitely only do it for books that I have read. And so these are all 6 that I have either read or had duplicates of, and so let's just get into it. The first 2 are the 2 that I got from my Harlequin unboxing. So I had a mass market paperback that had one of those inserts where you could send it in and get free books. And so these are the 2 they sent me. Diana Palmer's Unleashed and Under an Alaskan Sky by Jennifer Snow. And so I read them both this month and just didn't really care for either of them. This is number 2 in a series, so I read number 1 and 2, and they were okay. They were just a lot of sex, and it was too much for me, and both of the stories just were okay. And like now I read them this month in August, and I can barely tell you anything about them because I am one that I kind of skim over sex scenes if they are happening over and over and over. And so I missed most of the second half of these books or I didn't miss them, I read them, but skimming over the sex scenes, that was all there was. So these I'm going to let go and let somebody else have. Then the next one is The Christmas Sisters by Sarah Morgan. I am only getting rid of this because I have the UK cover in a trade paperback, and this is a mass market paperback. And I just prefer, I have read this, love it, and if I reread it, I think I would prefer to read it in the trade paperback of the UK cover. So I want to share this with somebody because this needs to be read. Next is Second Glance by Jodi Picoult. I am a fan of Jodi Picoult. I love her. I've read a lot of her books, and I have a lot on my shelves, but this one I just could not get into. And I read maybe half of it. I can't remember how much I read of it, and then I ended up DNFing it because I just couldn't care less. And so then I got on and read a bunch of spoilers, and the plot never got better. It's so confusing. There's 48,000 characters, and the plot is just weird, and I did not care for this one at all. So that one is going. I have debated authors like that I really like. Do I want to keep all their books just so I have all of their books? And I've decided no. If I didn't like it, if I'm not going to reread it, I wouldn't recommend it. So I'm not going to keep it. So that one's going on. This one hurts me, but The Rose Garden by Susanna Kearsley. I wanted to love this one, but I don't love historical fiction, and this one is very descriptive, I would say, and so it kind of lost me. This one is about a woman who goes back to her hometown kind of thing in Cornwall, her the house that they grew up in, to spread her sister's ashes. And when she's there, she discovers a portal that she can travel back in time. So she goes back and forth between present day and the 1700s. And of course, she meets a guy in the 1700s. And so it's that story. It was very good. And the story was very good. And if it were written in a different style, I think I would like it. But the style just wasn't for me. I know so many people love her, and this is a beautiful book in perfect condition. And so I am just going to pass it on to somebody. And then the last one is Between the Lies by Michelle Adams. I read this one this month as well, and it is a thriller about a girl who wakes up in her parents' home. She's 30s or something, and she has no idea what happened. She doesn't know who she is. She doesn't know anything. So she was in a car wreck, and we don't know, was she a victim? Was she a part of it? What was going on? And things slowly get revealed as the book goes on. It just wasn't, it was pretty lackluster for me. So this one, and thrillers are hard. I really don't keep them unless I loved them, because once you know what happened, you know what happened. And this one it wasn't good enough to reread for me, but it was enjoyable enough. So those are the 6 that I'm unhauling and the 9 that I am hauling. If you have read any of these books, let me know what your thoughts are on them. And if you're excited for me to read any of the ones I'm hauling. If you've read Colleen Hoover's Slammed series, let me know if you liked it, because now that I have number 3, I kind of hate doing that. But Colleen Hoover is one that I would like to have all of her books, but I've never read any of her YA, so I don't know if I'm gonna like them or not. But that is everything. I hope you have a wonderful day, and thank you for watching. Bye.